y a todos nuestros amigos latinos, bienvenidos aficionados al box y feliz Día de la Independencia de México. Esta es la pelea estelar de la noche. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC Super Welterweight Championship of the world. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, it's showtime! Introducing to you first, the challenger on my right, fighting out of the red corner. Wearing white trunks with multinational, multicolored trim, hailing from and representing Riverside, California. He weighed in at already 153 pounds with a record of 30 wins, 4 losses, 1 no decision. He has 18 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the former youth and NABF champion, currently the WBC number 4 ranked contender, introducing Josuito. His opponent across the ring, the defending world champion, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the colors of Mexico, red trunks with white and green trim, hailing from and representing Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. He weighed in at the super welterweight limit of 154 pounds. With a record of 40 wins, no losses, 1 draw. He has 29 wins coming by way of knockout. And tonight, making the 5th defense of his title, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome one of the dynamic young stars of boxing today, the undefeated WBC Super Welterweight Champion of the world. Aquí está el gran ídolo mexicano, Saúl Canelo. Once again, the referee in charge now to give instructions, Joe Cortez.
All right, gentlemen, I gave you the rules in the dressing room. Las reglas de todo el camerino. Espero una pelea limpia. Expect a good, clean fight. Protege en todo momento. Remember, guys, I'm fair, but I'm firm. Mucha suerte, que Dios lo bendiga a los dos.
Set for the main event of the evening, the champion, the 22-year-old Canelo Alvarez versus Josuito Lopez, looking for a second consecutive major upset. He wasn't supposed to be here. Their paths were not supposed to cross, but they're about to collide at the MGM Grand. It's the WBC Super Welterweight Championship, round 1. The champion Canelo Alvarez in the red, green, and white. The champion, the challenger Lopez in the white with Mexican and American flags. And you talk about different atmospheres in the locker room. In the champion's atmosphere, much like the crowd here at the MGM Grand, a convivial one. Lots of singing, a lot of visitors in and out all night. Meanwhile, in Lopez's dressing room, it was quiet, all business, very focused, very tense.
That's for sure. I should point out, good right hand by Canelo. They're going at it here in round 1. I misspoke about the weights. I meant to say that Canelo, despite the fact that Lopez amazingly is a pound more, that he looks bigger than Lopez. But it's a story that Lopez actually is about at the same weight as Alvarez when this fight starts.
Opening minute of this championship bout, Lopez said he would bring the fight to Canelo. Canelo, used to getting off to a very methodical, very measured pace. Lopez wants to get him out of his rhythm early, Polish.
He does, but it seems like he's trying to measure the strength Canelo has. He's kind of sitting on the back foot, working off the jab. There he goes.
And a
good
couple of left hooks to the body by the challenger.
Fighting at a measured pace is Lopez, a lot more measured than he did against Victor Ortiz.
Stiff jab by the champion. Overhand right by Canelo.
A little movement from Lopez, not a lot, and a little is at least what he needs early in this fight.
It seems like Lopez is trying to feel out what kind of strength Canelo has. It is a new weight for him. I think he's trying to see exactly how things are going to open up here in the first round.
Remember, Lopez moved up from 140 to 147 to vanquish Victor Ortiz when Ortiz suffered a broken jaw and capitulated at the end of round 9, and now he's tasting the power of the champion here at 154. Lopez putting together some cool combinations.
Yeah, Canelo, nice shots to the body there. Lopez answering back, he's trying.
Alvarez is a combination puncher. Canelo can throw combinations, and we're seeing it early in this fight. It's maybe a misnomer some people think about him.
Lopez lands a jab and the left hand just misses.
Canelo's actually throwing more power in the first round than we're accustomed to seeing him.
Yep.
We thought it might have been Lopez to try to start fast, but it seems Canelo wants to impose his size and strength early.
Canelo and his camp have said it time and again. They are set to take on the next level and wanting to make a statement here on Mexican Independence Day weekend, headlining his first major fight in the fight capital of the world, Las Vegas, and off to a good start here with 10 seconds remaining in the opening round. Canelo Alvarez, Josecito Lopez for the WBC Super Welterweight Championship.
For Canelo Alvarez, he wants to create some doubt early. He may have done that with some monstrous left hooks, and the 1-2 will work. I think the jab and a straight right hand, which he also threw, is good. And guess what? He threw that hook to the body a lot. So far, in my mind, he's on pace in those keys to victory. Now, for Lopez, he can't remain stationary during the course of this fight. He has moved a bit. He's tried the double left hook early. It didn't quite work. Got to use his hand speed. He has not done that with combination punching yet.
I'll tell you, looks like Canelo read your keys to victory before he got in the ring.
Apparently.
It seemed to me Lopez in that first round had trouble finding his distance a little bit. He was trying to, the times he did try to get off combinations, he either landed them, they got blocked, or Canelo actually stepped back and Lopez found himself kind of having to stop the combination midway through. So let's see, he was a little tight. It might have been the crowd noise, it might have been this new atmosphere. Let's see how he relaxes here in round 2.
Round 2 underway. Canelo Alvarez paying tribute to the legendary boxing and boxers who have been coming out of Mexico over the years with the throwback trunks, and really very excited to be fighting on this Mexican Independence Day weekend. Although Lopez now bringing the fight to the champion, has Canelo on the ropes, and he told us in the fighter meeting that somewhere he wanted to keep the champion.
Nice hook, nice hook right hand. Good left hook right hand by Lopez there. Alvarez clapping his hands, telling him to bring it.
Now you notice Lopez stepped away after that exchange. He doesn't want to just stand there and exchange with Canelo.
And Canelo Alvarez now a couple of left hooks to the body, and now putting together the combination. Tagging Josecito Lopez. Great action here in round 2. Oh, and a right uppercut finds the target.
Lopez said, what will Canelo do if he's faced with adversity? In that mini moment, Canelo answered the call. He came back after getting whacked against the ropes.
Yeah, he actually looked like he got angry and threw some heavy shots.
Great combination. The left hand to the body and the left hook upstairs by the champion Canelo Alvarez.
Action is opening up here in round 2.
Another flurry of punches from the champion. The jab on the proboscis.
Lopez is staying off the ropes, not letting himself get trapped. Nice hook by Lopez.
And
He's got a good one.
Showcasing composure here, not getting lost, not getting caught up in the moment. His trainer, Henry Ramirez, feeling that he's as strong, as fast as he's ever been, despite moving up what is essentially 2 weight classes. Gets tagged with the right hand, comes back with the right, but misses with the left. A minute left here in the second round, and Lopez, again, missing with that right hand as Canelo Alvarez able to avoid it. And has Lopez on the ropes, left hook to the liver.
Lopez likes to counterpunch off the ropes. That's not a good strategy against Canelo, but he said, I'm going to try it a couple times and see how I do. He's doing it right now.
Well, here, this is Canelo imposing his size here, guys. He's cutting off the ring. He's trying to trap Lopez on the ropes and use his physicality.
30 seconds left in the second round.
These are good competitive rounds so far in this fight.
So he's walking him down again. He's trying to impose that size and create that doubt inside Lopez's head.
Canelo able to land a couple of jabs, another jab. Nice. Talk to the liver, down goes Lopez. A crushing left hand.
6, 7, 8, 1.
And at the bell, Lopez just tasted Canelo's power as Lopez goes down, courtesy of a lethal left hook to the liver.
You know, he's bleeding inside his mouth, he's bleeding inside his nose. This is a lot of power. Canelo Alvarez is not just a bigger man, he's also a puncher in the junior middleweight division. So Lopez is not just facing a bigger guy, he's facing a bigger guy who's hurting, who also hurts naturally bigger men. So just imagine how much he's probably feeling these shots.
And we'll take a couple looks at this knockdown in a round in which it was very, very close. They landed exactly the same number of punches, but the difference, this powerful left hook to the body. And remember, we said Lopez should not back himself against the ropes. He knew he shouldn't. Henry Ramirez knew he shouldn't, but he did, and he paid for it.
I love how Canelo set up that hook to the body. It's a throwaway punch. That second punch was kind of a throwaway, soft right uppercut. He kind of just touched him with it. He didn't throw it hard, and then just to get the momentum to his left side of his body, so he could put some torque on that hook to the body. Great setup punch and a great hook to the body.
For the second time in his career, Lopez was on the canvas and just beating the count imposed by referee Joe Cortez. Round 3 underway. How will Lopez respond to his first taste of adversity in tonight's main event?
They said they sparred with 160 and 170 pounders so he could feel the power, but the power of Alvarez right now with regulation-sized gloves made a difference.
And that's the thing, Al. It's the fight gloves. When you wear fight gloves, the regulation gloves, it's a lot different than sparring. Those things hurt.
Yep.
Alvarez again working behind his jab. Goes to the body and then the right uppercut. Canelo beginning to score at will, but Lopez showing his fight, and now another body shot.
He's too
knocks
small.
Lopez down.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
Lopez may be small, but he's very game, and he stays in the fight despite tasting the ferocious power of Canelo Alvarez. Going to the body, jacks his jaw with the left uppercut.
He doesn't know any other way to fight, guys. Lopez only knows how to fight. When in doubt, he punches. It's just he may be undersized here, but man, is he game.
And again, Alvarez going to the body. Lopez against the ropes where he doesn't want to be, but still fighting on valiantly. Right hand by Alvarez. A return right from Lopez that misses, and Alvarez sticks the jab. Another jab. Goes to the body. Uppercut. Lopez in trouble in the corner. Lopez circling away. 1 minute, 3 seconds left in the third round. Lopez has been down twice in the fight.
Lopez just landed an excellent right hand that did nothing to Canelo.
The talk amongst boxing pundits and fans alike. The size of Canelo Alvarez. Would it prove to be too much so far? The power has proved to be too much for Lopez here as we, in the third round again against the ropes, 33 seconds left, one-way traffic, and Lopez not coming back with a body shot of his own.
And Canelo's body shots are hard. I don't know how Lopez is taking these. Man, is he game, and he's actually coming back with some good shots of his own at times.
No one can question the heart of Josecito Lopez.
Lopez has found a home for the straight right hand, but that's all.
10 seconds left in the third round. Right hand by Lopez. Another round in the books for the champion. Oscar De La Hoya, the golden boy, watching, well, boxing's new golden boy, Canelo Alvarez.
We look again at the second knockdown of this fight. Several looks from above. he gets great leverage on these body shots. A terrific left hook downstairs after he had landed the combination to the head, which Paulie talked about him setting up that body shot. He did it again, and Paulie, from every angle, it's just as painful.
Yeah, and you know what? I love the variation. Canelo touches up top, goes downstairs and comes back up top. You know, Lopez is so game. He's not only getting up, he's getting up and fighting back. He's not looking for a way out of here. We'll see how much more he can take, or if he can get Canelo's respect here in the coming rounds. He's got to do something to get that respect, because it's one-way traffic. But I'll tell you, Lopez isn't even looking at his corner for help or anything. I mean, he gets up and he fights.
Yes.
Round 4 underway. Many boxing experts thought that Canelo Alvarez would record a mid-round stoppage over the smaller but definitely very game Josecito Lopez, who went down from a left to the body with 10 seconds left in round 2. Down again 55 seconds into round 3 from another left hook to the body.
Now, we've said by trade, Lopez is not really a boxer. Now, he's being forced into that now. Moving, jabbing. Can he use this style effectively, even just to buy time? We'll see. Now, Canelo Alvarez, a stalker in this fight. Not as careful and methodical as he normally is.
A huge advantage in the power punching department for the champion. And what a percentage.
When you land at 60-some percent, 62%, that's staggering in the show stats.
And that's a lot of credit has to do with
Oh, and he touches him again with the right hand. Sorry, Paulie.
Sharp counter punches. Sharp counter punches. You know, the high percentage of landing is also the variation. Lopez doesn't know where it's coming from. It's up top, it's to the bottom, it's from the left side, it's from the right side. Variation is the key to a lot of the offense Canelo's having success with.
Left uppercut grazes the chin. Lopez stays in the pocket, comes forward with a combination of his own. He's been battered, he's been bruised, he's been dropped twice, but he remains in the fight with 1:20 left in the 4th round. Straight right hand from the champion. And again, he goes to the body, and again, Lopez is in trouble, doubled over, and he thinks that may have been a low blow. Adding insult to injury here.
Tell me when you're ready.
Well, he's got 5 minutes. If I was him, I'd take my time, because he probably has to recover from the rest of the offense that Canelo's dished out. So this is an opportunity for Lopez to kind of regain his composure and not only recover from the low blow, but also recover from some of the punishment he's taken. Let's see what he does here.
We will see it, and we can deduce whether it was in fact low. That one was. It was kind of on the belt line, but just low enough that it would be classified a low blow. Give Canelo Alvarez, he didn't try and throw another punch there.
Yeah, good sportsmanship.
Yeah, it is good sportsmanship.
And Lopez taking only 45 seconds and jumping right back into the fray.
I'll tell you, I don't think I could respect Lopez more going into the fight, but I've got newfound respect for him. I mean, he's just tough.
He's a tough man, and even there, jumping back into the fray, maybe sooner than he should have.
When in doubt, he just punches, he just fights.
Lopez doubles up on the jab and goes downstairs to the body. And now it's Lopez opening up, but again, the champion absorbing all the shots and really not showing any effect from Lopez's offense.
And this mentally, what Canelo's doing here is trying to break Lopez down by walking him down right through on his offense.
And there he goes again to the body, and the right hand. Lopez is down for the 3rd time in this fight.
That's tough. Lopez had just thrown a lot of punches. He's probably trying to get his wind back, and while he's trying to recover his air, he got hit with a combination.
Round 4 is in the books. It's all Canelo Alvarez.
For the 3rd straight round, Josecito, before the knockdown, this is the low blow that created issues for Josecito Lopez. He took about less than a minute to walk that off. Then Lopez had his moments in this round. Coming back, landing a right hand and some other shots. Didn't land them all cleanly, but you can see how aggressive he was here. However, Canelo came back and with the body attack as a staple for the third straight round would send Lopez down to the canvas.
And again, the variation caused that knockdown. You saw the jab, you saw a right uppercut, you saw hooks to the head, to the body. A lot of variation from Canelo.
Fifth round underway here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. WBC Super Welterweight Champion Canelo Alvarez in the red, green, and white trunks. The challenger Josecito Lopez moving up in weight. In the white with Mexican and American flags on his trunk.
So just when you think Lopez may be coming to the end of the night, he gets up, dusts himself off, and he looks focused again. He's coming out popping jabs this round. He's trying to do something.
But Canelo showcasing, as you mentioned, Paulie, a diverse attack, continuing to hone his skills. Let's not forget, despite this being his 42nd professional fight, he's just 22 years of age, and again attacking the body, ripping away with the left hands. And Lopez comes back.
Lopez is getting caught on those ropes way too much, and that's what's helping create these opportunities for Canelo Alvarez.
And Canelo again, three-punch combination.
You can tell Joe Cortez looking very carefully in there, but Lopez punching back well right now.
And yet, Canelo's hands down, taking the shots and coming back with potent punches. Again ripping away at the body as the champion. Lopez needs to circle away from the ropes.
I'll tell you what, Lopez defensively has made a slight adjustment when he's on the ropes. He's moving his head a little bit more.
Yeah.
Before he was just putting his hands up. As I say that, he stopped moving his head. He might be tired.
Joe Cortez looking very carefully, but I'll tell you what, I don't know that he wants to stop this fight right now. Lopez is doing a good job. Lopez landing a lot of punches in this round. Not powerful, but landing them.
Yeah.
Final minute of the fifth round, and Lopez catches the champion with a right hook.
Oh my! And three good right hands.
And a left uppercut. Lopez showcasing his second win here in the 47 seconds left in the fifth.
He's a live dog, guys. We compared him to Rocky. I mean, this is Rocky-esque. Fighting a bigger man and still not willing to give in but trade.
And yet, Alvarez again going downstairs with the left hands to the body. Tattooing Lopez along the ropes. 30 seconds left in the round.
That last sequence took something out of Lopez.
And now a couple of uppercuts with Lopez again along the ropes. Alvarez, left uppercut misses, right hand connects. 10 seconds left in the round, and referee Joe Cortez intervenes. He's seen enough. Canelo Alvarez retains the WBC Super Welterweight Championship. A game, but overmatched Josecito Lopez came into Las Vegas knowing he was a huge underdog, and for Canelo Alvarez doing what he needed to do, he closed the show in impressive fashion. And Paul the Punisher Williams, a great guest on hand here, a guest of Canelo Alvarez. In fact, he was supposed to be Canelo's opponent tonight before fate intervened and a tragic accident left him paralyzed below the waist. And Victor Ortiz, thumbs up. He was also supposed to be Canelo's opponent before running into Josecito Lopez, but he's showing his thoughts on this fight. Thumbs up.
An excellent performance by Alvarez, by Canelo Alvarez, and I don't want to rain on his parade, but that last round demonstrated some of his defensive liabilities, and those two men at ringside, obviously in Paul Williams' case, tragically not able to fight, but even Victor Ortiz thinking to himself, what if that was my left hands that were landing? Would it have been better? I'm a 147-pounder, but still, this young man is a fan-friendly fighter who has tremendous offensive skills.
And I think that's one of the reasons why he's fan-friendly, right?
Yeah,
Is the fact that there are those defensive flaws too.
Part of the allure to making an exciting fighter is that he's hittable. I mean, Canelo has an incredible offense, great variation, and tremendous amount of power. but the fact that he's hittable makes him that much more exciting.
When you're a slightly vulnerable champion, you are gold. And you can use offense like he does.
And a lot of times
Golden boy.
a lot of times fans appreciate you more.
This is where Josesito Lopez first got in trouble in this round. Now, Lopez landing a nice right hand as he had been, but that body work by Canelo Alvarez was just devastating in this fight.
He liked to use that uppercut to set up that body shot. It's the same thing he did in round one.
And here's where the stoppage happened. Joe Cortez looking carefully in it. There's no question Lopez was taking some punishment here. And Joe Cortez says that's enough. And Lopez not really too much of a protest. Another look at it. Alvarez landing that pulverizing right hand and ripping hooks. That one missed, but clearly he had Lopez against the ropes and in some trouble. Remember, Lopez had been down 3 straight rounds, so
good stoppage.
Yeah, there's context to this. Although Lopez had very good moments in this round.
He did. He was fighting the whole time, but ultimately Lopez is just so brave. He's not going to fold, so somebody has to rescue him from that.
And his power just wasn't enough to hurt Canelo, and as he wails away with that straight right, the concern by Joe Cortez was how he got tangled up here and might have been in a vulnerable position where he wouldn't be able to avoid a punch.
Let's get up to Jimmy Lennon Jr. for the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 2 minutes 55 seconds in round number 5. Our referee in charge, Joe Cortez, stops the contest. He is the winner by way of technical knockout. He is still undefeated and still the WBC Super Welterweight Champion of the world, el gran ídolo mexicano, Saúl Canelo Álvarez.
Mexican Independence Day weekend, it is indeed Viva Mexico as Canelo Alvarez closes the show, stopping Josesito Lopez in the 5th round, remaining undefeated and defending the WBC Super Welterweight Championship. And the experts, well, they got it right. They thought it would be a mid-round stoppage, and it ends in the 5th.